That's why covering German politics is kind of boring, because so little happens on the spectrum. They move so slowly, yet we are kind of close to form a red green government coming past this Sunday. Red green is currently polling at 47%, so we must 4% to be able to form a government. So yeah, my feeling and the ECB's Bloomberg article quoting Schnabel, man, the ECB's monetary policy Beauftragte. And I'm not stupid enough to take a quote from a political speech as an indicator of how a real election will turn out. Yeah, I don't believe in representative democracy, but I do believe in elections. No one is fooling with them. No one is changing their outcome. So Schnabel and the ECB predicts a slowdown next year for the rate in the overall euro region. So a slowdown, a real slowdown, is when the system gets too corrupted and too stupid to keep moving forward, yet it does. It gets too corrupted and too stupid to survive, yet it does. Or too unhealthy. I understand that you're supposed to see the fear and anxiety behind our neurotic actions that leave us, or that gets us to behave in a crappy manner rather than idiocy and foolishness. But if we don't move forward from a clearly hidden market-conformed democracy and change the system, in which the federal government and the money giver govern and do policies rather than the parliament, you get a slowdown in the real economy. The system is supposed to move, change in logical moments. So it does not make sense for the system to survive. The monetary system gotten too done to be expected to keep operating smoothly. So we are operating far under our level of what is possible. On top of, so it's not too late with 4% of a red green government being able to form after this Sunday before we get numb. Can we please not get numb? And on the flip side, I'm sure the show will take off if we get Scholz as Bundeskanzler. Easier to point out racist shit a white guy is doing than a white woman, huh? And on top of that, we have predicted 2.7 degrees of warming, and according to Gutierrez, the UN spokesperson, or the head of the UN, I'm quoting now, a massive loss of human lives. So 4% are from a red-green government, so maybe can 4% red-green government. So maybe can 4% of CDU and FDP voters switch to any of the other three parties? Preferably Germany's left. Maybe don't vote SPD, maybe don't vote Scholz. He approved torture methods. He literally has blood on his hands. So I don't know whether you need me to do the whole story again of how that maybe is not the best starting point for someone to take over head of state of Germany. But yeah, I feel like you're able to figure this out yourself. Because otherwise, aka me, you old psychopaths, then I rather go play and search for the heartbroken. You guys keep playing. You in good company. May I remind you what Germany's left is campaigning on? So they want to cut rent federally, make sure we have affordable housing nationwide, maybe a bit of wishful thinking, but hey, legally totally possible, affordable housing, it's not communism. Free public transport, man, who does not love free public transport? Who could I possibly not convince in my age range to not vote for Germany's left? Who is against free public transport? No more weapon export, man, that would be great, huh? That's less weapons in the world. Don't give me your stupid shit about someone else will manufacture our weapons than for us, because we ain't distributing the profit we make from our weapon export evenly. The German population has nothing from exporting weapon STFU. Maybe have a look over chemical export. Maybe get that under control. Maybe we'll have an extra look on our seed IP export, our Bayer Monsanto machine, that kind of stuff. Moving forward to feed the whole world. How about this in 2021? I'm not asking for too much. Yet none of that, not as clever as a universal basic income, and I hate Germany's left for it. How can you be so stupid to not take that chance and be the only big German political party to run on the universal basic income? It's the best policy to move forward. It's great PR. Yet, now look at this woman and tell me that this would not be better. But man, there's a couple of coalitions that could form coming this Sunday. It could also be the Social Democrats, the Greens, and the FDP. And all of a sudden we have a complete different government, although only one political party changed, right? So now we have the FDP governing, and Germany's left in the opposition. And last time I checked, it's the most important task. It's the most important job. Forming a government is how to view as whether we evolved. And then we have the FDP governing with their we've gotten used to our genes from the US and our pasta from Italy. We do not want to reform any of our trading system, because we have our genes and our pasta. STFU, how stupid are you? The number of refugees worldwide rose by 15 million. Yet a record low number of refugees is reaching Europe, and the comparison of refugees to its population in the European Union is 0.6%. And according to Rezo, Germany emitted in 2019 twice as many tons of CO2 as all of Africa. In 2019, Germany emitted twice as many tons of CO2 as all of Africa.